Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Depends where you're at. Hopefully your day's going okay. This is Rourke from Yoke Busters. I'm just going to do a little intro here because I'm out on a job site, but I'll do the proper filming later today. But I wanted to show you what division looks like. Look around the world, look around Washington, D.C., and what do you see? You see razor wire. We're going to talk about division here in a second, but I just wanted you to see this is what razor wire looks like. Creates division and it ain't your friend. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye. So concertina wire, it ain't your friend. Hard to get under, impossible to get through, can't get over it. It's not your friend unless you're trying to keep the enemy out or keep the prisoners in. Have a look at DC again, okay? Talking about division. With all the COVID nonsense going on, there is a virus, we know that, there is a virus without a doubt, okay? But with all the nonsense surrounding that going on, and the jabs, the vaccines, and I'll tell you now, I'm not anti-vax, but I'm anti-putting poison in your bodies, okay? And creating a lot of division in people's homes, in their families, with their friends, in their workplace, because some people are lining up like Curly Moe and Joe to have the vaccine. I had a discussion with my son earlier today when I was out on the job site. You like those pine trees out back? They're nice, aren't they? I had a discussion with my son earlier today, and I said, son, you're a smart lad. If you're going to have that vaccine, you need to study that vaccine long and hard before you decide to put it in your body. Because you can study it and make a decision to have it. I'll respect your decision if that's what you want to do. But you can't have the vaccine, then study it, and then undo it. Okay? And I don't know if anybody follows Magenta Pixie on Telegram or YouTube or anything, but all of the spiritual people that work on others doing energy work, they're finding that they're having tremendous difficulty seeing, feeling, connecting with people's chakras, people that have had the vaccine, okay? I'm not saying have it or not have it. I'm just saying get educated and make an informed decision that's right for you, okay? When we live in a country that if disabled people or people with learning disabilities, if they get ill with the virus, and they have do not resuscitate orders for those people? What's wrong? What's going on here? Somebody put a post on a forum thing last night and asked the same question. Why are all these disabled people being pushed to have the vaccine? And when some of them aren't vulnerable. And I said, it's about do not resuscitate, depopulation. Don't believe me. Don't believe me. Do your own research. Visit the World Economic Forum. Their own words, their own videos. They want 90% of us gone. Okay. So with the COVID, with the vaccine situation, are you going to end up having to have a jab so you can go to work, so you can buy food? In Israel, 4 or 5 days ago, you got to have a COVID passport to go in and buy food. What's wrong with that? That's a place I'm not going to. Okay. Face masks, COVID, jabs, politics around the globe, corrupt governments taking advantage of us, the evil satanic influences and entities that run this earth. Don't believe me. 8 million people a year go missing on this planet, mostly kids. Why do they go missing? Adrenochrome harvesting. Check that one out. Half Hollywood's on that. A lot of politicians and elites as well. So adrenochrome production, organ harvesting. Okay. Sex trafficking, women and children, and food. Don't believe me though. Do your own research. Do your own research. We're coming to a point in time, we're past the point in time where everybody's at a point they got to pick a lane. You got to pick a lane. What are you going to do? You're going to sit there on the couch with the Cheeto dust rolling down your chest and the remote control under your left breast? Or are you going to reach down, put on your asbestos panties, give yourself a good scrub, and stand up and be counted and put your shoulder to the wheel? Because guess what? Klaus Schwab, your governments, the World Economic Forum, the Tony Blairs of the world, they're coming for you. They're coming for me. They're coming for you. World Economic Forum, 2030. You will own nothing and you will be happy. You know what the World Economic Forum version of transhumanism is? You're going to have a copper cable up your ass. You're going to be living on protein tablets, living in virtual reality. Is that what you want? Is that how you see the world? You're going to say, oh, this dude's crazy, man. Crazy? Look it up. They published it, not me. So guys and gals, we got to make a decision. We got to pick a lane. where we're going to stand in this fight, because there is definitely a fight going on between good and evil, between evil entities and those people that want good for this world. What slays me and drives me nuts right now is the amount of people that just don't have a clue that the war is even going on, because it's full on. It's not wars with tomahawks and M14s. It's a war of information. It's a digital war. And if you look around you, it looks like the bad guys are winning. But kind of like Jerome Corsi, Dr. Jerome Corsi has said for years about Donald J. Trump. Trump always looks like he's losing until he wins, because he ain't done. The experts online will tell you, and the people that write articles will tell you, you can't keep that which you steal. And that election was stolen from him. And you know what? I wrote him a letter recently, and I said I didn't have the last 5 or 6 generations of my family, including me, serving the military to protect our country and our people and our way of life, to turn it over to lunatics and socialists. Okay. I said a lot of other things to him, wrote to him at Mar-a-Lago. Our dog, Trump, is still in the fight. Okay. He's more popular now than he was 2 months ago. He is the leader of the Republican Party, and I get up every morning giving thanks for my family, my life, my kids, my business, and for Donald J. Trump being the leader of the free world. So it's time. You can't sit in your lawn chair on your back porch pontificating the universe. You got to get out and do something. Does do something mean going out and doing combat? No. In most of our cases, it means being a force multiplier. It means sharing information, sharing views, supporting one another, and lifting one another up. So, not everyone's going to pick up their tomahawk and go out and beat the enemy up. Don't have to. It's digital. It's information. But what we can do is be force multipliers. We can share information, lift people up, share valid information, encourage people to look into stuff themselves. It just helps drive home that we all need to stand up and start thinking for ourselves and supporting one another, okay? And getting back to the division thing, because there's a lot of division. I got a few family members that don't want to hear it from me. A bunch of my kids, ex-wife, a few of my mates just really don't want to hear it, giving me lectures on not lecturing them. And a friend of mine sent me a text a few days ago. Good friend of mine, 28 and a half years. We're good mates. I love the guy, man. He's a beautiful guy. Beautiful guy, great father. And sent me a text about 3 weeks ago. Said, I got my Pfizer jab. Hooray! I couldn't even respond. I was beside myself. So I sent him a text, and I said, you know what? Congratulations on getting your jab. Good for you, buddy. I said, the sad thing is, by definition, it's not actually a vaccine, it's gene therapy. And I kind of got an idea what that thing will do next time you get an infection. And it's got a big on button, but it doesn't have an off button. And sent me back a text telling me, don't lecture me, boy. Get your ass out and get yourself a jab. My wife's having it today. You know what? That's sad. I could have cried, man. I was just been friends for a long time. I don't want to know. He doesn't want to know, and I don't want to know. So that's the kind of division we're all facing right now. A lot of people think, why, he's a conspiracy theorist. It's like I said to my oldest daughter about 2 months ago. I said, you know what, honey? I said, I'm kind of running out of conspiracy theories because they're all coming true. But once again, you got to dust the Cheeto dust off your chest, take the remote control off from underneath your right breast, and get up and study and dig in and figure out what's going on. And become a force multiplier. Because you know what? The cabal ain't going down without a fight. I'm going to tell you, we ain't going down without a fight. Our government couldn't find their ass with both hands right now, in the States and the UK. Selling us down the river, giving us away to China, doing whatever the central banks and the World Economic Forum tell them to do. That's going to change, because we're going to a good place. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a good place, but we all got to pick a lane. We got to pick a lane and figure out, buckle up, pull our britches up, tie our bootlaces, and figure out and find out how far our black Cadillacs will actually take us. What are your black Cadillacs? Your boots, your shoe leather. So I'm imploring you, what's it take to get people to wake up? Yelling, shouting, swearing, fucking this and yelling and screaming? Shouldn't take that. Over half the world's asleep. Do they need red pulling? No. What do they need to boot up their ass to help them get motivated and dig in to protect their families and loved ones and our way of life? Yeah, I think they do. So guys and gals, have a look around you. Make a decision. And in the words of 107, pick your lane. Good luck. God bless.